Hello! We hope you're enjoying your stay at Toshi's place.
To help you make the most of your time in Kamakura, we've prepared this sightseeing guide.
Today, we'll introduce you to Eisho-ji Temple. Now, if you're looking for somewhere really unique, really serene here in Kamakura, Eisho-ji is, well, it's an absolute hidden gem.
It really is.
What makes it so special, you ask? Well, it has this incredible, almost unheard of connection to women throughout Japanese history. And the story, it's just so rich, it feels alive. Get ready for some surprising facts and, honestly, a truly immersive feel.
Exactly. And our mission for this deep dive is really to unearth the most important insights from this remarkable place. We want to help you connect with Eisho-ji's layered history, its tranquil beauty, and make sure you get the absolute most out of your visit.
Yeah.
Think of us as your personal guides, okay?
Yeah.
Ready to share all the vivid details and those fascinating little nuggets of knowledge.
So let's jump in. It's kind of remarkable, isn't it, to think Kamakura is home to only one remaining nunnery, and that it was founded and passed down entirely by women of noble lineage. I mean, where do we even start with its origins? What's the most surprising bit for someone new to this?
That's a great question. And I think what often surprises people is that Eisho-ji was founded back in the mid-17th century. And the founder, a really remarkable woman named Lady Okatsu, who later took the name Aishoin.
Vokatsu, Aishoi.
Right. And get this, she was actually a concubine of the legendary Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Whoa, the Tokugawa Ieyasu.
The very one. But her own roots run deep, too, connecting her to another famous figure, the warrior poet Otodoken.
Okay, so serious lineage there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Aishoin's vision for this temple was, well, incredibly profound. She established it not just to honor her ancestors, which was common, but specifically to create a sacred place for women's faith and spiritual practice.
Yeah.
Like a safe haven, where their devotion could really flourish.
That's fascinating. And what's really unique, as you said, is the leadership, right? It's always been women.
Consistently, yes. Right from the start, it was led by noble women from the powerful Mido Tokugawa family. It's quite a line.
It really is. And the first abbess, Saini, she was the daughter of Tokugawa Yorifusa.
That's right, Ieyasu's 11th son, the founder of the Mido branch. And can you believe she entered the temple when she was just 8 years old?
8? That's unbelievable.
And the second abbess, Saizani, was the adopted daughter of Tokugawa Mitsukuni, the famous scholar Mido Koman from folklore.
Oh, wow. So these are really strong connections.
Exactly. These direct ties to the Tokugawa shogunate are precisely why the temple got its nickname, the Mido Ladies' Temple.
Ah, that makes sense.
It meant Eisho-ji was under the direct protection of one of Japan's most powerful families, which was crucial. Even when it faced really tough periods without a head priest, major financial struggles it survived.
How did they manage that?
Well, mainly through tireless fundraising efforts back in Edo and just the unwavering dedication of its women leaders. It's this quiet testament, really, to their incredible resilience and spiritual commitment.
So when you visit, what does all this history mean for you, the visitor? It means you're not just looking at, old buildings. You're stepping into a really profound piece of living history, shaped by centuries of these incredible women, their stories, their faith, their perseverance. It's all woven into the place. You can almost feel it.
Okay, so how does this incredible history sort of show itself today?
Beyond the story, Eisho-ji's is just, well, an absolute feast for the senses, isn't it? Especially the architecture.
You'll see that immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
The grounds still have several original Edo period structures, all built between the early and mid-17th century. We're talking the main hall, the big Sanmon gate that's the main entrance gate,
Right.
the belfry where the bell hangs, and the mortuary hall, which is a special place honoring the founders and ancestors.
And these aren't just any old buildings.
Not at all. They're so significant, they've all been designated as important cultural properties.
Wow. And the details. You mentioned details earlier. What should people look out for?
Oh, the details are captivating. Okay, so look closely under the eaves of the main hall. You'll find these intricate carvings.
Carvings of what?
The 12 zodiac animals, they're not just pretty, they're kind of a subtle nod to the folk beliefs that were part of everyday life, even here. Shows how the spiritual and the everyday mixed,
That's fascinating. Like history hidden in plain sight.
Exactly. And on the main entrance doors, you can clearly see the family crests. There's the triple hollyhock of the Tokugawa family.
The famous one.
And the delicate bellflower of the Ota family. It literally shows you their deep connection etched right there in the wood.
Talk about history etched in wood. Amazing.
And here's something really special. Look at the lower part of the main hall's front door. There's this distinctive lock shaped like a cicada.
A cicada? Why a cicada?
Well, it's symbolic. It's seen as a reminder to maintain silence, to be quiet and respectful as you enter, honoring the tranquility.
Oh, I like that. A subtle reminder.
Exactly. And once you do go inside the main hall, prepare to be amazed. The ceilings, they're exquisitely decorated. You've got mythical birds called zucho. They're seen as signs of good fortune.
Oh, cool.
Celestial maidens, majestic dragons, and these vibrant phoenix and lotus motifs. It's just an absolute embodiment of Japanese aesthetics. Breathtaking, really.
Speaking of architecture, something I find interesting is the main hall's roof. It's straight-edged, right? Which is apparently quite unusual for Zen temples.
Yeah, that's a sharp observation. Yes, it is unusual. Most Zen main halls have curved roofs. This straight edge gives it a distinct, almost austere kind of elegance, sets it apart.
Yeah, it really does. And the belfry, you mentioned that too.
Ah, the belfry. It's the only example in all of Kamakura of what's called the Hakamagoshi-zukuri style.
Hakamagoshi-zukuri. What does that mean?
It basically translates to a hakama skirt style lower section, like the traditional pleated trousers.
Oh, okay. I can picture that.
Yeah, it flares out at the base, gracefully supporting the bell structure above. It just perfectly combines stability with its incredible grace.
So even the architecture tells a story here. Love it.
Absolutely. And then there's the mortuary hall. This enshrines Aisho's stair tablet. It's just lavish.
Yeah.
Finished in gold leaf, decorated with really vivid colors. It actually reminds people a bit of the famous Nikko-Toshogu shrine.
Wow. High praise. Is it usually open?
Well, it's normally closed to the public, BUT. Here's an insider tip for you.
Ooh, okay.
You can often request access right there at the reception. Ask nicely. It's a rare chance to get a glimpse inside at all that opulence.
It's definitely worth asking then.
For sure. And while you're near the mortuary hall, look at its gate. It has these exquisite openwork carvings of peonies. Just beautiful craftsmanship from that era.
It sounds like every corner has something amazing. But it's not just the buildings, right? The gardens are special too.
Oh, absolutely. The legacy isn't just etched in stone. It blooms in the gardens. These aren't just pretty spaces. They really reflect this deep reverence for nature and a commitment to beauty, cultivated by generations of women who found peace here.
And it's known for its flowers, isn't it?
It is. The temple is actually designated as temple number 6 in the 100 flower temples of Eastern Japan.
Number 6. Okay, so that's serious flower power.
Exactly. That designation alone tells you about the deliberate, centuries-long cultivation of beauty here. Maybe it was like a silent testament to the enduring grace of the women who kept this place going, adapting to seasons, adapting to history.
That's a beautiful thought. So what can you see season by season?
Well, in spring, you get lovely plum blossoms and this delicate Izuzumi Sakura that's a type of light cherry blossom, and stunning white wisteria, the trellis near the study. A definite highlight. You have to see
The
it.
white wisteria, gorgeous.
Then early summer brings hydrangeas and azaleas, just bursting with color. Come fall, you'll see higambana, those striking red spider lilies.
Oh, I know those.
Along with bush clover, hibiscus, and of course the beautiful autumn leaves. Even in winter, it's not bare daffodils bloom modestly. A subtle touch.
So there's always something. How do you know what's best?
Easy. Always check the flower signboard right at the entrance. It tells you exactly what's in bloom during your visit. Super helpful.
Good tip. And wasn't there something about bamboo?
Yes. Beyond the main area, there's this incredibly tranquil bamboo grove. Honestly, seeing photos, it almost makes you forget you're still in Kamakura.
Right. It looks like another world.
It really feels like it. It's this peaceful walking path that honestly rivals even the famous Eisho-ji Temple, which is known for its bamboo.
Wow. High praise again.
It's just so serene, a perfect spot to just breathe and for a little touch of mystery. Right beside the gate, on a cliff, there's a small hidden shrine. It's called Sanreisha Gongen.
Hidden? How do you get to it?
You access it via this narrow tunnel, maybe about 10 meters deep. It's kind of enchanting, really spiritual feeling. Definitely adds to the temple's allure. And it's a wonderful little discovery that, a lot of visitors miss.
Okay, a secret tunnel and shrine. Adding that to the list. So with all this incredible history and beauty, how can visitors really immerse themselves? Got any insider tips for us?
We definitely do. First off, suggest a relaxed visit. The grounds aren't huge, so 30 minutes to an hour is usually plenty to explore everything without rushing.
Okay, good to know.
And here's that perfect tip, especially for you guests at Toshi's place. Try to go in the calm hours. Before breakfast maybe, or just after. You miss the main day tripper crowds. Having that tranquility almost to yourself really lets you connect with the atmosphere. It's a different experience.
That's a great perk of staying nearby. What about photos? Any prime spots?
Oh yeah, that wisteria trellis is absolutely stunning when it's blooming in spring. Definitely a top photo spot then.
Okay, noted for spring visitors.
And of course, that serene bamboo grove we mentioned. Perfect for a really tranquil shot that captures the peaceful vibe of Eisho-ji. You'll want to take your time there. Find the right angle.
Sounds lovely. Any other unique experiences?
Well, keep an eye out for occasional tea gatherings. They're sometimes held in the study. Imagine this. Enjoying a bowl of matcha, gazing out at the beautiful garden, maybe with the wisteria blooming.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It really is. And it connects you to Kamakura's tea history, too. Remember Eisho, the guy who wrote the big book on tea, the Kisei-joki? He did that right here in Kamakura.
No way. So it's like sipping history.
Exactly. A truly unique cultural immersion. You won't find that just anywhere.
And what about that mortuary hall you mentioned? The gold leaf one.
Right. Remember the tip.
Yeah.
You can actually request access at the reception. It's not guaranteed. Depends on the day maybe, but it's worth asking.
Definitely. A rare chance to peek inside something normally closed. Always exciting. That behind-the-scenes feel.
For sure. Don't miss that opportunity if you're curious. It shows how accessible these places can be if you just, ask.
Good point. Any other historical tidbits connected to visiting?
Actually, yes. Here's another cool one. Tokugawa Mitsukuni Mitokoman, remember him?
Yeah, the scholar folk hero.
Well, he himself once stayed at Eisho-ji Temple. He was exploring Kamakura, apparently, and was so impressed that he commissioned its inclusion in this book called Shinpen Kamakurashi. It's considered like a forerunner to modern travel guides.
Get out. So a famous historical figure basically reviewed the place for an early travel guide.
Kind of. It just adds another amazing layer of historical intrigue to your visit, doesn't it? Really grounds it.
Totally. Think of it. You're literally walking in the footsteps of shoguns, concubines, abbesses, famous scholars, all with a sight of serene contemplation and incredible natural beauty. All right, let's talk logistics. Crucial part. How do you get to this incredible spot from Toshi's place? Is it easy?
Oh, it's wonderfully convenient. Eisho-ji Temple is actually quite easy to get to. It's just about a, 10 to 15-minute walk from the west exit of Kamakura Station.
10 to 15 minutes. That's perfect. A nice little stroll.
Exactly. A pleasant walk through the charming town.
Okay, what about driving? Some people might have a car.
Good point. Just a heads up for drivers. There's no dedicated parking right at the temple itself.
Ah, okay. So street parking or...
No, but don't worry. There are paid parking lots available quite nearby, so you can definitely still visit if you come by car. You just need to find one of those lots.
Got it. Paid lots nearby. And the practical stuff. Opening hours, cost.
Right. Important details for your visit. Admission is very reasonable. It's $300 for adults,
Okay.
$200 for high school students, and just $100 for junior high school students and younger kids.
Pretty affordable. And times.
The temple is open from 9:00 a.m. to 4:00 p.m.
9 to 4. Okay.
But just remember this one thing. It is closed on Thursdays.
Closed Thursdays. Good to know. Don't plan your visit for a Thursday.
Exactly. Plan accordingly.
And just to reiterate, for guests staying with us at Toshi's place,
Yeah.
you really have that fantastic advantage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can explore at your own pace.
Yeah.
You can really appreciate the tranquil charm of this historic site.
Imagine popping over in those quiet early morning hours, like you said, before the crowds arrive.
It's just a magical experience, something day trippers often miss out on. A real perk of staying locally. So, what did you think?
Eisho-ji Temple. It truly stands out, doesn't it? A rare historical sanctuary, quietly telling this incredible story of women's faith and culture across centuries. Its dignified architecture, from those intricate carvings we talked about to the unique belfry, it all blends so seamlessly with the beautiful seasonal flowers and that peaceful bamboo grove.
Yeah.
It just creates this space where the past and present gently merge. It really leaves a lasting impression, I think.
It does. And maybe when you visit, take a moment to consider this. Think about the silent strength, the resilience, the devotion of all those noble women, how they shaped not just this beautiful temple, but also this powerful, often untold current in Japan's rich history. What echoes of their lives might you feel? Maybe in the tranquil gardens or within its sacred halls. Something to ponder.
We hope the rest of your stay at Toshi's place will be filled with wonderful memories.